Welcome to the Lying and Ethics edition of Raw TV. We have Southeastern University professor Dr. Joe Davis talking to us about ethics versus honesty. Then we got Corey finding out how others deal with their ethical dilemmas. You're watching Raw TV. Give it up for Magic and Sarah.
Hey, welcome to Raw TV, Real and Willing Television. I'm Magic Styles.
And I'm Sarah Alessi.
Today we're dealing with the issue of ethics.
Now there can be a lot of gray areas in ethics, or some people might think so. You know, things that they don't want to believe or choose not to even think about. So we have Dr. Joe Davis on the show today, and he's going to help us out with some of that.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes in ethics, there are a lot of different nuances that kind of go into them, emotionally and culturally, and the way that people sometimes use their presuppositions in their main ideas. We're going to talk about that and more. But before that, let's kick it off with the music video.
On this installment of Word on the Street, we'll be probing the minds of people we encounter to find out how they'll deal with ethical dilemmas, as well as to see how much truth they can handle in their relationships. So let's get to it. If one of your constantly absent classmates asks to copy your classwork in order to get participation credit in a class, what would you do?
I would say no, you need to go to class yourself. If I can do it, you can do it.
I'd probably let them borrow it just because I know it's hard sometimes cramming and sometimes you just need the work.
I would give them the notes because that's how I would want them to do for me. I mean, I would be like, well, you should go to class, but I'm not going to be like, here, fail. So.
Hi, welcome back. Our guest today is Dr. Joe Davis, an ethics professor from Southeastern University. How you doing?
Good, good, good. Pleased to be here.
Thank you for coming today.
So, Professor Davis, what's been going on in your life?
Well, I had a lot of fun teaching ethics class. You know, I've been enjoying teaching. I've been doing a little bit of writing, just enjoying time with my family. So. Really enjoying things here at Southeastern.
Taking it easy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as we just saw with Corey, with Word on the Street, they were talking about little white lies. Okay, what do you think about that? Do you think that really is like a major ethical issue?
Yeah, I think it is, Magic. I think that there is no such thing as a little white lie. I would say they're probably little evil lies.
So it's lie or truth.
Yeah. I think that one of the problems that we have is people are going to calibrate in their own mind what is a big lie and what's a little lie.
A lot of people want to relate it to their culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And say, well, this is relevant in this country or with this culture, and this is relevant here, say, killing somebody or different things like that. So what would you say to people who have different cultural experiences?
I would say that we can't get our ethics from culture simply because culture changes. While we might understand the conditions, we wouldn't just simply rush to the conclusion and say, well, use all the crack you want.
Okay.
I think that's cracked up.
We'll be right back with Joe Davis, but for now we're going to head to Corey with Word on the Street.
How much honesty do you want from your friends and your family members? And do you really want the hardcore truth all the time, or do you kind of like things to be sugar-coated a little bit?
I think in everything in life there's a balance.
As long as you're nice about it and don't be like, you're an idiot. I want the criticism, just not harshly.
If they have something to say, I'd prefer them to just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
It makes it easier than having to guess.
So no matter what degree of truth you want in your relationships, my vote is honesty is the best policy, as long as you're kind. That does it for Word on the Street this week. I'm Corey Goldsmith.
Hi, welcome back. We're still here with Dr. Joe Davis. I heard you say this word one time, which was presupposition. And you have like your own type of definition for that. Could you like explain that?
Sure. Presupposition is a foundational belief through which thought passes. And the reason I put it that way is because I start with the idea that it's not just your thinking that informs your ethics or whatever you believe, whatever you think. Mm-hmm. You have a set of beliefs before you even come to a topic.
I think a lot of the time that people think that they're helping people, or you know what I mean, by giving them white lies or something, but in the end it really just makes them think something that's not true. So.
Yeah, I think that it deteriorates a relationship. I mean, for example, just the whole trust issue.
Thank you so much. That's all the time we have for now. But guys, stay tuned because we're going to go to our next segment.
You're invisible, I'll trust the unseen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show, and we thank you so much for watching.
Now, hopefully you guys took something with you today about ethics, that you don't just base everything on your presuppositions, that you actually think your decisions through.
Exactly. It's still such a main issue. I heard a quote that said one time that the idea of ethics only works if there's someone who sees everything, including the emotions and thoughts of the heart. This is R.A.W TV, and remember, live it raw.